In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start your own social media marketing agency as a beginner in 2023. My name's Joel, I'm 25 years old, I have my own social media marketing agency, and I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just genuinely want to help as many people as possible transition from that 9-to-5 job to starting an online business such as this business, being a social media marketing agency. The first thing you want to do when you're starting a social media marketing agency as a beginner is not buying an online course. Buying an online course is honestly probably one of the biggest scams because the course is set up, created and dedicated based on somebody else's success story. And there's so many avenues you can go down when you're starting an SMMA, so what works for one person won't necessarily work for you. You could run a marketing agency that only runs ads or only posts on social media, or you do the content creation and not the posting. So there's so many different ways you can run a marketing agency. So just don't fall for an online course who's going to charge you $1,500 upwards. That isn't really going to be beneficial for you. You can genuinely learn so much more from YouTubers on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, or even people like myself who are just open and transparent about running a physical social media marketing agency. So the next thing you're going to want to look into is what sort of packages are you going to offer for your clients. Now this is going to be completely up to you, how you run it, how you set up your package, what you want to offer to your client, how much you want to charge for your client. But since I'm so transparent on this channel, I'm going to show you exactly what I offer for my clients to give you hopefully a better understanding on what to offer. So literally for every single one of my clients I have at the moment, I offer the following things. I offer one shoot day every month to turn up and get as much content as possible. This could be for photos, it could be for videos, it could be for Instagram Reels. Just one shoot day is dedicated to that client. I also offer a social media management option where I basically go on my shoot days, take the photos, take the videos, edit them into Reels and everything like that, and then I actually manage their Instagram, Facebook and TikTok page. So I post every 2 or 3 days depending on when the most people are online, when things are trending, anything like that, but roughly it's every 2 to 3 working days. On top of that as well, I offer them a full promotional video, which now, since I've had my marketing agency, has kind of transitioned into an Instagram Reel because that's just the recent Instagram update. So I offer them the following 3 things: one shoot day every single month, social media management package where I pretty much take over their social media for them, and then finally I offer them a promotional video. So not only are they getting photos, not only are they getting videos, they're also getting somebody to post on social media. So pretty much I'm taking over the entirety of their business in regards to socials. Now I fully understand that a lot of you guys out there are probably sat there listening to me thinking, well Joel, I don't take photos, I'm not a photographer, I'm not a videographer, so how am I going to do it? Now there is one way around this problem, but the problem is you can only overcome this problem if the client is paying you enough money, and I'm quickly going to break it down for you so you simply don't make the same mistake I made a couple of weeks ago. If a client is paying you, let's say £600 per month, but you're not able to actually capture the content yourself, the simple answer is finding a videographer and a photographer, or either or, to shoot the content for you, and then you're going to do the rest of the work. But the problem is with that is if you're charging the client $600, nowadays a photographer is about £150 or £200 on the cheap side, and a videographer is £150, £200 on the cheap side as well. So you do the maths. Where is your profit? Are you going to post on social media and have the headache of a new client asking you questions every day, giving you a call every day for £150? I personally wouldn't. So my advice to you is either take it slow, learn how to do your own photos, learn how to do your own videos, and have full control over your social media marketing agency. And the best way of doing that is just learning online. Buy your first camera, start taking photos, and I'm sure you'll slowly get the grip of things. Now, there are other options you can go down. You can only run Facebook and Google ads for clients. You can only post on their socials for clients so they give you the content, or you can go down my route, which is probably the best route I would say to go down, and you actually fulfill all of the content yourself for the client. Also, by doing it like that, if the client is paying you £600, you get to keep the full £600 because you're fulfilling the work yourself. You're not having to sub out any work and pay contractors here, there, and everywhere. You keep the retainer money for yourself. The next thing you're going to want to look at is finding a niche, which is quite hard, but if I'm being completely honest with you, you will figure it out. You have to do jobs that you don't enjoy to figure out you don't enjoy them, and you're going to have to do jobs that you don't think you enjoy, and it actually turns out to be the niche that you was always looking for. For example, I started my marketing agency just over 2 years ago, and I started filming and taking photos and running socials all around restaurants, so food. Not really takeaways, just high-end places, Turkish restaurants, Chinese, Indian restaurants, anything like that. And I'm slowly kind of moving my business now to more, I don't want to give you the niche because you're probably going to rob all my clients, but more for high paying ticket client that is nothing to do with food. It's more in the commercial kind of business space. So I've kind of moved niches as my business has grown, and I've slowly figured out what I enjoy most about filming and taking photos and typing about every 2 days. And I have written down here on my notes the next thing, which is probably the most nerve-wracking, scariest, hardest, biggest thing when you're literally about to start a social media marketing agency, and it's how to find your first paying client. The reason is because if you're just starting and you've never done SMMA before, you have no portfolio. So explain to me how you're going to pick up the phone to a client, let's say a restaurant, and say, hey, I've seen your restaurant, it looks like it needs work. Am I able to come and film for you? And he goes, sure, send me your portfolio. You're stuck because you don't have one. So in my previous video, I actually mentioned what I would do if I was in your situation and you've just started a social media marketing agency in 2023. I would literally say, call up a restaurant or email a restaurant or just pop into your local restaurant that is high end. Make sure it's not tacky or run down because they simply won't have the budget to pay you. And just offer them your social media package, probably similar to mine, photos, videos, and social media management for 30 days for free, and prove to them that you can have results. Their engagement goes up, their following goes up. Maybe we run a giveaway so it just boosts the whole page engagement. I would honestly just do a client for free, and at the end of the 30 days, if they go, you know what, it was really good, thank you, but I can't afford to pay you £600 a month, just say no problem, thank you very much, and go back home. Because at the end of the day, you've got yourself into a restaurant, you've filmed it, you've photographed it, you've got proof now, you have a portfolio, and that will then help you get your next client when they do call and say, can I see your portfolio? You now have at least something to show them. Now, this isn't really a must when it comes to running a marketing agency, but this is something that I found works really well. And I haven't done it intentionally. It was just something that kind of unfolded along the way. And that's just being friendly, kind, respectful to every single one of my clients. I am so lucky and I'm so thankful that I can pick up the phone to any single one of my clients, which are paying me a good amount of money every month, and literally have banter with them. If I want to pick up the phone and be a little bit cheeky and a little bit rude, like, what do you want kind of thing, I can do that because I have a friendship level with every single one of my clients, and I also have a business level with every single one of my clients. And if you can make that work and have personal friendship aside to business, you're going to be in a really good position. So if you've got a really good friendship with your clients and another social media marketing agency either calls them or emails them or sends them a message on Instagram, they're not just going to accept their offer and kick you out because you also have a friendship there. So it just works both ways. It's also very nice to meet new friends and have friends that I can call most of my clients now on a Friday night and probably go and get dinner with them or drinks with them as a friendship level. And I feel like I will honestly be friends with them even if they do stop using my social media marketing agency. So it's just a bit of advice I would kind of give to you when you're starting. Now, the last thing I want to comment on in this video about how to start an SMMA in 2023 is a social media marketing agency is such a good business to get into. In fact, I possibly think it's the best business model you could start in 2023. None of this drop shipping malarkey, none of this forex risky trading, none of this having to package orders and send them out and dealing with customer complaints. If you're able to build a marketing agency to, let's say, £5,000 a month, you've got 5 clients paying you £5,000 a month. Not only are all your bills covered, and that's actually a really good salary, especially for me at 25 years old. If I was making £5,000 a month, it's an unbelievable salary. But if you've got that contract in place with the client where you're only going to film them once a month, 5 out of your 30 days a month is busy filming. The rest of those 25 days, let's say you have 5 days editing and scheduling, everything like that. If you wanted to, you could go away on holiday with a girlfriend, you could go to the gym when you want, you can go food shopping when you want, you can go see your mum and dad when you want, you can just jet away anywhere to the world for 20 days and come back when a new month starts with £5,000 in your bank account. So hopefully these videos helped you out a little bit when you're starting a social media marketing agency. And if you've got any questions, be sure either to message me on Instagram or drop your comments down below. I know my biggest comments on this channel are probably how to find social media marketing clients, how to start an SMMA in 2023, how to find an SMMA niche. There's so many questions you guys ask me, so if you ask, I will deliver with either a video or replying to you in the YouTube comment section. So thank you guys for watching, have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna go watch a boxing.